start off another weekend with the Baylesses. As I said, it's Friday. I'm headed to Mother's. She wants to go to Lowe's, which was fine. I had planned it for 10:30. That way we can go to Lowe's and then go to Ward's. But Rebecca needs me to watch the children. There is a list. I got a text message a mile long about who's doing what with the kids at what time. So I think it's Eli is watching Juniper till 10. Nathan and Clifford's gone to school. Junie's finished with school. Nathan will come by and pick up Juniper and take her to Clifford's end of the year party. And that will last until 12 when I get them. And I think I will have them until until Nathan gets off work. I think he should be at my house at 5. Rebecca, her school has graduation tonight. So she will be working graduation. Tonight is also live at 5. So it depends on if Chris wants to go to live at 5. I guess we'll go to live at 5, which starts at 5:30. No, starts at 5. Rebecca's going to try to meet us there at live at 5, if we go. It's a little cloudy right now, a little dark clouds, but I got my sunglasses on. Look, got them for Alaska. Oh, goodness. I mean, it's you never know when you're going to be dealing with the grands. But I wouldn't change it for the world. Would not change it for the world. All right, let's go see what Mother picks out at Lowe's. Did you find anything? Ma'am? Oh, look, bird feeders. You see anything you like in here? Okay. You want one of those? You want a rain gauge? Oh, that is cute, Mother. Look at that.
What, it just rose up?
Yes, ma'am. You just put a tiny, tiny little bit of water. Well, we have finished our Lowe's trip. Look how red my face is.
Look at mine. Is mine white?
Mercy, there was a lot of people in there and we did a lot of shopping, didn't we?
We did.
You got 2 plants. No, you got more than 2 plants, didn't you? You got a hanging basket and they're in the back there.
Yeah.
You got a stand to put a hanging basket on. You got some potting soil. You got
I just shopped till I dropped.
You did. You did. You got a little spritzer thing that you water with, and you got a little figurine that has a little air plant in the top of it. And oh, Mother, what else did you get? Oh, you got some lights, some solar lights for your patio. You did. You shopped a long time.
I dropped.
You did. You shopped a long time.
I didn't intend to do that much. I didn't check the ticket when we come out.
You know, I did.
Oh, you did?
I checked the ticket.
Oh, mercy.
I'm fixing to turn that ticket in too. But anyway, so now what we're gonna do, Mother?
Go home and drop.
Now we got one stop. What's that stop gonna be? Think about it. What'd you say you wanted for lunch?
Something to drink right now.
Well, something to drink and some words.
Yeah. That sounds good.
Alrighty. Now I got leftovers, but I am gonna steal a couple of your French fries.
Alrighty.
And so we're gonna rest, and I gotta go get the kids are coming to my house, but you're gonna rest now, and then later on when it gets cooler, you'll put all your stuff out, right?
Right.
Okay.
I'm gonna prop my feet up right now.
That's right. That's right. All right.
We just about shopped till we dropped.
We did. That we did, but we had fun, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, Mama said, I can't stand doing this but once a month.
This afternoon.
I get them at 12.
Mm,
What do you think about that French fry?
good. Hot.
Favorite place? Moore's.
So,
Favorite place? Well, I got Mother back at her apartment. Now it's time to get the grandkids. Eli has gone to the school to pick them up and on the golf cart. They love being picked up and toted around on the golf cart. And I love our little neighborhood because we can do that. And so now the kids wanted rice and beans for lunch, and Eli is bringing them up here to the Mexican place, and we will have rice and beans with those youngins, and then I'll take them home to my house, and I will bribe them into maybe resting for a little while. We'll see. Hang on. Now y'all can pick it. Do they know how? I got. Oh, careful. Let Daddy help you.
Let's see. You gotta hold it here. Pick it. You gotta get it right there. It's better if we just get some scissors. You want to get some scissors and cut it?
Want me to get some scissors? Okay.
All right. Look, gotta cut it right there. Right. 1, 2, 3. Squeeze.
Good job. Look.
Honey, I found a strawberry.
Let me see. Let's see. You found a strawberry? Yeah, I got you a bowl. Is that one ready to pick, Nathan?
It's close. You want to pick it, Junie?
Yeah.
You got it? There you go.
Good job. Let's go find the blueberries. Juniper loves to write letters at my grandmother's antique desk. They came over for a visit this morning since their mama had a webinar to give. Here's the Cliff doing arts and crafts, and there's Uncle Eli relaxing.
And he died on the cross. Yeah. No, he didn't. He was in a cave, and all that red was the bleed of him in a cave. He killed him on a cross, and then he put him in a cave with the cross on him as the nails. And he couldn't, they said to walk, and he couldn't.
Oh man!
His feet was on there.
Yikes!
His whole body was on there.
On the cross. And then what happened?
He got off and he broke, and the Bible, and it hammered the nail off, and the firefighters came.
The firefighters came.
Well, it didn't. God said the firefighters came.
Oh man!
Well, it's God to come and have rescue him.
To rescue him.
Yes, so he can stop making him bleed. He was still bleeding when he was back to life.
Oh, man.
The firefighters came and sprayed him off. Sprayed him off. Sprayed him off.
Oh, yeah?
Because he was bleeding everywhere. And it blasted off everywhere in our toes and face. And that's where it was everywhere.
Oh.
Toes, leg, bleed, mouth.
Yikes.
And
But did a miracle happen?
yep. And he is back to life and he's normal again.
All right.
And that's it. Ended. Bible.
Ending of the Bible. Okay. Morning.
Good morning.
It's Sunday. We on the back porch. He's having coffee and I'm having my sweet tea. Well, it's my half and half. We don't drink sweet tea like we used to. You know, used to, a gallon of sweet tea had 2 cups of sugar in it. That's the reason this looks like this. but for, I guess, about, I don't know, a long time, I started decreasing that sugar. And I got it down to, and my family never noticed it. I'd do a little decrease, and finally got it down to a little less than a cup per gallon. Yeah.
I thought it was a half a cup.
Sometimes I go down to a half a cup. Yeah. It just is, but it feels kind of stormy out. What is that? What's the word I'm looking for?
Humid,
It's
sticky.
humid? Is that what it is?
It's still right now.
It's very still. I don't know. Are we gonna have bad weather today?
I don't know.
I hadn't even looked. Usually Mother keeps me updated on the weather situation. Now, I am not sure if I'm going after church to pot Mother's plants or if I'm gonna let my brother do it.
Let your brother do it.
Billy and Carly go on Sundays after church. Mother I got her 2 big pots to put her 2 tomato plants in because they were outgrowing the pots. And I think she's planted another flower that's supposed to be on the hanging rod. It's a hanging basket.
I'm sure
She's planted that inside the
she's moved them all around.
tomato thing. And she said, I thought you did it, Vicky. I said, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. She said, well, there's a plant that's in that bucket right now. I said, is it a tomato plant? No, Vicky. It's a plant that has some things that's hanging down from it. Her hanging plant.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You saw.
So I called my sister and my sister-in-law, and then I put a message in the family group thread. Anybody goes by there, please fix Mama's plants. Oh my goodness. Look, we have stuff like this all around the house. That's Paw Patrol. This just happens to be right here on this table. Now, the kids love arts and crafts. Now, they have always loved arts and crafts. And Rebecca, being the teacher, she has them in arts and crafts just about every day. Well, I bought them we'd done gone through all my arts and crafts stuff over here. So we bought them some. And this little thing happened to be in one of those arts and craft kits. Now, Cliff thinks this is the most, what's the word? This is the it of his life right now. It is a tiny, tiny stapler. Well, it only had 15 staples in it. And he's used them. And yesterday, him and his daddy were doing arts and crafts here at the house. And which, you never know. Arts and crafts for one day is a different arts and crafts the next day. Cliff was coloring, I think. And he wanted to staple the pages together. And there was no staples. And he just didn't understand why I didn't have any more, because we have everything he ever needs right here. So Yesterday I ordered some, and I'm gonna get Chris to put some in there, but it's little bitty staples, and I hope they fit. And it also come with another stapler, so that they won't fight over this tiny little thing. I hope they fit. It says little staplers. Little, I don't know.
I don't know.
Here.
We'll have to try it.
Yeah, I don't know.
What do you think? I need glass?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But apparently, if you have a 3-year-old that loves arts and crafts, now Cliff is a little advanced, so not every 3-year-old probably could do this, but this is just the it thing right now. This is better than his boat and his Paw Patrol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, tomorrow it'll be something else for him.
Yeah, he'll use all them staples. He'll staple
I think
pages
there's
together.
1,000.
It's 1,000. So, and they're color coded. So, I'm gonna let them pick their color. There's yellow, gold, blue, green, and pink. I know which one Jennifer's gonna pick. Pink. Yeah. Everything is pink.
Yeah.
Everything is pink. Y'all remember when I couldn't get her to wear a hair bow. And when she was little, you'd put that hair bow in her hair and she would yank it out. And I said, I can't wait till I can give her $1 to wear that hair bow. And she would understand. She gives $1. Now, they don't leave the house without a hair bow. It's rare.
Well, Becca was the same way, though.
Becca had to have a purse, hair bow.
Matching purse.
Matching purse. If it wasn't a hair bow, it was a hat that matched her dress. She had to have her doll. And she had her either a bracelet or a necklace. Remember that time we was coming home from church? Church was over, we was pulling in the driveway, and she had somehow got her necklace in between.
Stuck in her teeth.
Stuck in her teeth, yeah. And you were going to try to get the pliers to get it out, and I was like, no. I don't know how we got that thing out.
Pliers, probably.
I don't know.
He probably just finally give up and let me do it.
I don't know.
But she was kind of a tomboy around with me around the farm.
Well, in the farm, she
but
was.
as soon as we left the farm, she wasn't.
Yeah, she was girly when she was little, and then the farm, she was a tomboy. She'd have poop on her, just cow poop on her, just because Eli drug her through the pastures. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I think tonight we're going to have family over. I just put the roast in the crock pot. We have roasted mashed potatoes and gravy, I think.
I don't even know what this is.
Some sort of little game. We got more toys right here now than, oh, there's Juniper's glasses, I think. Don't you stretch them glasses.
I'm gonna wear them when they come in.
Oh my goodness. I think we're going to go to early service today. And that way we can come back home. And I got out here yesterday and was going to mow. And I don't know. I got it almost all done and the mower quit. I think it ran out of gas, but I couldn't get the cap off the gas tank. Somebody puts things on too tight and I can't get them off. So, and then I got in there and did the pool. The kids came over and visited. Oh, we're rearranging. We're moving the boat from the driveway to the backyard. We're just trying to clean it up. We don't do anything in the winter. Whew, I don't like coming out in the winter.
She don't.
I don't. If it is cold
I don't
outside,
have time to do anything in the summer, so.
If it is cold or windy,
It was hot here yesterday.
Yes,
I was on the roof. Ooh, it was hot.
You got a little too hot yesterday.
Yeah, I almost did. I got dehydrated, but I mean, I was drinking water and Gatorade, but it just wasn't enough.
He got up, I guess it was like 11 or 12 last night. You had a big old cramp. He got up and drank, 5 glasses of water, 6 glasses of water and 2 glasses of lemonade.
Something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I think you got a little too. And did you pack your cooler yesterday? with your Gatorades and stuff?
I had stuff in it.
Oh, well.
I mean, I'm just out now. I've got one, I think. But I mean, it's just when you on the roof and it's the sun right in the middle of the day and welding, soldering Freon lines, you just gonna get hot.
Yeah. Eli went and helped you a little bit yesterday.
Yep. I appreciate that.
You had a busy weekend though. You was busy Friday and Saturday.
All week.
Yeah.
We can just get all these folks to
Put them checks in the mail.
put them checks in the mail. I'm just playing. It's been pretty good most of the time.
You can tell it's gotten hot because it's getting busier. In the winter, it's not like this.
Well, it is sometimes.
Well, it depends on if you got big projects going, but I'm talking about little service calls. It's not as like, it's different in the winter
It just
time.
gets a little more.
Manageable in the winter.
Well, in the summer, it's just like them convenience stores. They can't hardly operate if they don't have air conditioning. It'll melt the candy and stuff in the stores, you know.
Yeah.
And people not gonna wait too long this time of year with no air conditioning. You know, they may wait a day. I try not to make them wait, but sometimes they have to.
Yep. Well, I guess I'll go get dressed and get ready for church. It really, we need to check this weather because this
It's
just,
sticky.
it feels like
The calm before the storm.
calm. Yeah, exactly. The calm before the storm. It's exactly what it feels like. Yeah. I can't think of anything else. We just decided to come out on the back porch and have a little talk. We used to do this all the time, but winter. I don't come out in the winter. All right, well, see y'all after a while.
later.
Thought I'd tell you about this plant right here. Now, this plant, it looks it's kind of gotten out of shape, but this plant came from my grandpa's place. My mother remembers this plant when she was little, and it was at her house growing up. Now, it is, I don't know the name of it. I don't know the name, but it was my pawpaw. So mother remembers this plant growing up, and then my Uncle James gave mother what do you call it when you? Okay, as I said, that was my grandfather's plant, and it was at his house. Mother remembers this plant when she was growing up, so she's always remembered this plant at her mom and dad's house. Now, Uncle James, mother's brother, he gave her some of this plant, a cutting, and we planted it at mother's house in Lake Serene. And when she moved from Lake Serene into my house, we brought that plant and we transplanted it into my yard. And it was there for a few years. And then after that, when we moved, because mother moved in with Terry, and then after that, we moved out of Lake Serene. And we brought that plant out here. So that plant has seen 5 generations. It's my grandpa and grandma, my mother, me, Rebecca and Eli, and then Junie and Clifford has all seen that plant that come from my grandfathers. Now, I asked mother, I said, Mother, where did Pawpaw and Mama get that plant? And she couldn't remember. So I've asked my cousin to ask her daddy, which is Uncle James, to see where that plant started. I just think that's neat. It's the same plant that my mother saw when she was being raised up in that house. And it come from my mama and pawpaw. Isn't that just the neatest thing? So I hope that, I don't kill it. I probably should have gave it to my brother because he can grow things. I on the other hand, I have the green death, the black thumb or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. It's hit and miss with me. But anyway, I thought that was neat, and I told my kids, I said, look, if when we go on to heaven, they're to dig that plant up and take that plant with them to their house, so that plant will still continue to stay in the family, and each generation can see it. I hope we don't kill it along the way. All right, we're off.
Good morning.
Looks like we're gonna make it in plenty of time. I rushed him out and I forgot my glasses. Forgot to take my medicine.
You didn't rush me out.
I was rushing us.
Okay.
Yeah, we need some shirts.
Yeah, you do need
We
some.
need some shirts today. Anyway,
You're gonna get dumped where you want them.
okay.
Where's this guy?
Let me pull the camera
Right.
down.
They stayed right where I couldn't see him.
Yes, we need some shirts.
Now what?
I may go by the Baptist and just take a handful of sprinkles. Anyway, I remembered on the way to church this morning about that Chris growing up. He had a he went to can I say the name? Greens Creek Baptist Church.
Oh yeah.
And
And it was you sit. Well, I had to sit with my hands underneath me. Or I couldn't move my hands and my head. And I sat locked in position. It was
I
terrible.
cannot imagine why.
For the ADD boy.
I cannot imagine why.
But anyway, back then everybody kind of sat in the same area, you know. There was some that sit in the same spot every Sunday, but we, you know, you just kind of sit on the right side, and whatever. This one old couple up there was friends with my grandfather, and excuse me. Anyway, about 10 to 12, he wore overalls and a white press shirt under it. About 10 to 12, he flipped that pocket watch out. I hear him crying. And that preacher was renowned for running way over on the time, you know. So about 5 till he pocket. Well, go on a few more minutes. Looked up. When he didn't put it back in his pocket, I knew it was about 12. He sat there and watched that time, that second hand go around, and when it hit 12, he said, his name was Buck, which I always thought was funny, Buck, and his wife was named Pearl. He said, come on, Pearl, he's going to preach all day. At 12 o'clock, he got up and walked out. It didn't matter what he was saying, if it was in the prayer, whatever. It wasn't in the prayer, but he left at 12 o'clock.
Come on, Pearl, he's gonna preach all day.
Every Sunday. And that was I knew if I could make it to the part where he wasn't moving his watch around, I could make it the rest of the church without losing my mind. I done had 3 or 4 head thumps.
Head thumps. I can't imagine Chris Bayless not being able to sit still in church.
I could not. I still can't.
He still can't. That's why we sit out there in the overflow.
Well, I mean, I can, but
He's miserable. He's miserable. He just can't sit still.
no, I don't sit still. It's
But-
not a bad thing when you're self-employed. You keep on the road moving, but
But our church is made for everyone. So
Yeah.
if you can't sit still in church, sit out there in the overflow with us. You can stand up. It's okay. You're here for God's word.
that's right.
All right, so we're gonna make
Oh,
it
Pearl.
plenty time. We're gonna be able to visit with folks today, cause it's 9:05 and our church starts at 9:30. All right, see y'all after church. Oh, that's pretty good service.
Yep.
We enjoyed it. There's a one of the staff members, one of the pastors, is there now, and he used to be Rebecca's boss. And he came up to me. He said, now apparently Rebecca's school had their graduation ceremony in our big building at church. And he came up to me. He says, I saw Rebecca at the graduation. I said, oh yeah. I said, I didn't know it was here. And he said, yeah. He said, you do know she was the smartest person in the room, right? I'm so happy.
Smartest person what?
In the room. You do know she was the smartest. She is the smartest person in the room. Of course, I can't tell Rebecca that because
What?
give
It
her a
ain't
big
like she
head.
gonna see it.
Well, she might see it, but I don't know if she watches my videos. But anyway, I thought, you know, that is just, I'm so happy. We did good, didn't we? Well, I don't think it come from our DNA. I think it come from
Lord.
Mama's DNA. It didn't come from ours. Anyway, we're going to Mother's house now, and what's that car? And fix what she's done with her tomato plants. And oh, I don't know what she's done. She said, Vicki, you did. I said, no, Mom, I didn't. I didn't do that. I left everything in one area. She said, well, you planted that over there, didn't you? No, ma'am, I didn't. You did that. So we're gonna go fix it. And I was gonna let my brother fix it, but since we're in town already, I might as well just swing on by and fix it. See y'all in a little bit.
Okay.
Chris made a mess on Mama's patio. Mama went and got the broom.
Well,
Yeah.
that's what we're for.
That's right. How's your morning? Did you watch church on TV, or did you just been watching the news?
I hadn't watched anything.
Oh, you hadn't watched anything?
I just been in and out of here, looking at stuff. See my pretty
Oh, I love your new bedspread. Who got you that? Billy and Carla, that's right.
Oh, I've got one I was gonna give you.
Mother's got her porch like she likes it. Got her porch. Bless my sweet mama.
Yeah.
We show up and we go outside on our little patio, and she says, I think those tomatoes about done. They're gonna produce all they're gonna produce, Vicki. You can go ahead and take them home. I said, Mama, we just bought them tomato plants just the other day. We did. She said, well, they look bad. Well, Mother, 2 days ago they had tomatoes on them. Where is the tomatoes? So one of them has tomatoes on it and one of them doesn't. So we
It's in too small a pot first.
yeah, we got everything unplanted that she planted that she swears she didn't do, and put back in the right pots. And we got the tomato plants in the big pots. Oh, I don't think they're open. Got a tomato plants in the big pots, so she's happy. Now, I'm not sure how long it's gonna stay that way, but we'll see. We'll see. Hey, where are we going?
To the waterfall!
boat. Get this place cleaned up. And the winner is.
Rebecca.
Oh, it's definitely Buckley.
Oh, I see. You switching sides real quick.
We
How's that?
are the champions.